One thing that bothers me is how y'all expect the world to accept your plight. You want the world to seek comfort in your plight. And you know what? Let me put my mic up. I know my mic is kind of low. Let me put my mic as some people. Yeah, put my mic right way up. Mm, To Yeah, put my mic all the way up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I forgot to put the mic down. I lowered my mic volume because of all the sweet melody, and some people were. But anyway, that's for a whole topic. You know what? I might squeeze that into this. I might squeeze it into this commentary here. I'm watching Jay Prince, one of Jay Prince's uh live streams he did a couple days ago or so. And I gotta ask, and I saw Dr. G up in the comment section, and I gotta say this. Nobody's gonna take y'all's plight seriously. Nobody's gonna take y'all's plight seriously as a woman and as a black person. Nobody's gonna take y'all's plight seriously. So with all these men who y'all call good men, um, y'all really do not um support their channels, support their videos. Now, I'm watching I'm over here watching Miss DJ Music, and DJ Music is doing a rundown on Sherrod, doing a rundown on Brownsville, and all that little hitting. I'm glad DJ Music is seeing the same thing I'm saying. Seeing this, he's saying things that I've been seeing, right? Things that are not really right. There's something off. And I'm like, y'all want these people to quote unquote help defend y'all against the red pill, right? The people who hold the red pill ideology. But in turn, y'all quickly ignore those who have sinister um sinister motives. And you also try to gravitate towards men who are very, very troubled. And a lot of you are supposed to have a PhD. A lot of y'all claim that y'all educated. A lot of y'all claim that y'all have um you know lead very successful lives, seemingly have a resume of accomplishment, yada yada yada, right? But then y'all slumming with those who are below your caliber, those who are y- those who are deemed not, in the words I say, is not equally yoked. Men who are not equally yoked. Now I'm not saying though you want to have relationships with these men or relations with these men or anything romantic, but when it comes to conversations and the things about morality, y'all fool with the most immoral individuals, but at the same time, you avoid men at your own, if not greater, level. I find that problematic, and that's why I said, that's why I said I'm about the future. I'm not here to protect neither one of y'all. All right, I'm here to. For me, this is about the future. Um, my eyes is mostly on how what we do today and what we did yesterday, the sins that we did yesterday. I don't want our sins to pass on to our children and to our grandchildren. And I don't want them to go through the same things that we have done. See, at some point though, if you're really about this life, if you're really about this upholding a certain standard, upholding a certain guideline, if you will, then therefore you have to stop slumming with the dregs of society and those who are uh what's the word, those who are very those who are gaslighting and also trying to scam you. See, last week should have been, or earlier this week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of last week should have been a barometer, right? Should have been the standard to judge what means to protect black women, right? As a collective. What happened last week, and yes, I am still angry about that. I'm still angry about that, right? Uh-oh. What's going on? What's going on with you, lovely? What's going on with you? I ain't heard from you for a minute, Black Beauty. Um. Anyway, where was I at? You know, the conversation needs to be talking about how come men like Mr. DJ Music is not being uphold to a certain standard. No, excuse me. It's not being supported, is what I'm saying. It's not being supported when he never espoused red pill talking points. He never used women on YouTube, by the way, in a demeaning manner. How come he's not getting the support? See, a lot of people are slowly, a lot of people seeing what Sherrod and Brownsville doing, right? A lot of people seeing it. A lot of us who's on the outside looking in, we see what he's doing, right? And and it's like though, y- y'all falling for the okey doke, and now though I'm looking at Dr. G trying to talk to uh Jay Prince. If y'all really want a certain standard and y'all want to solve a problem, then to solve that to solve that problem, one must one must how can I say it? One must avoid the um avoid certain characters that would help bring down your image, you know. That's what that if y'all really want to solve all these problems, if y'all really want to stop these problems, then don't entertain somebody who's against your image as a man, as a woman, or as a black person in general, um, or as a person in general. I mean, I'm trying to sit there and I'm not trying to make logic out of this because I'm not gonna make myself crazy and saying and it seem like I'm being um that new word. I'm using the term in quotations, by the way. The argument of jealousy, right? Um, that's their talking points. But like I said, um, I'm not going to be. Don't look for me to say, "Oh, Big J, thank you, Big J." No, save y'all thanks because y'all hang around with these certain individuals. Y'all entertain these certain individuals, and then though when certain individuals uh only only talks to you only to serve a financial purpose, then don't be surprised um that nobody else is going to say anything, or anybody going to take y'all seriously, because I really don't take y'all seriously. um After my appearance on Bomb's Cherry channel the other day last week, I just don't take y'all seriously. I don't. It is what it is, and if you don't like it, you can take a deep dive to hell. I really don't give a damn. See, I understand what the game is, and my issue, and I'm assuming I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for Mr. DJ Music. I can't speak for Exposed and Manosphere. I can't speak for um, any other man who has a gripe against the red pill community. But I'll say this for myself: my focus is on the future. These masculinity podcast channels have poisoned the well, has poisoned um, any goodwill that between men and women, and now it's so hyper polarized, especially in the political world, where the men are seeking to sacrifice their freedom for fascism to keep y'all in check, while y'all will ignore all social mores to keep him in check. Um, yeah, so that's what I see, and that's why I don't view y'all seriously uh anymore. I don't, because you can't sit there and just say, "Well, I'm a victim of DV. I'm a victim of domestic, disturbances," but then entertain a guy who had performed such acts on women, or had talked about he would do that to a woman. I can't really take y'all seriously. I don't. So, you know, so, and if you think I'm just talking about the women on that channel, I'm also talking to women on Bomb's channel. I'm talking about the women on the other platforms that entertain the foolishness. I really don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't want to hear it. Um, because I'm looking at y'all like, well, you got all these characters, and it's almost like it's almost like y'all trying to look for acceptance. I put it like that. It's almost like though y'all try to seek acceptance from from these characters, or y'all trying to look at um what's his name as a weapon. Y'all try to weaponizing someone like a Brownsville, and when Brownsville did not do what he said he was about, y'all should have kicked him to the curb last week. If you're going to defend black women, then defend black women all the time, not when it's convenient and not when it's only when black men are the antagonists. If the black woman is the protagonist, then as for the antagonist, you should protect the black woman all the time, not when it's just black women attacking. See, nobody ain't questioning that. You know, nobody ain't questioning that. So yeah, let me go ahead and say something because the reason why I had to lower my mic down because I was on Sweet Melody's channel and the letter 14, right? Um, this is when being pro black goes against common sense. This is when being pro black goes against common sense. So instead of reading the report, instead of looking at the dockets, the statements, the cases, the evidence that's being presented in front of the American people, to sit there and try um to question the case against Diddy. There is no question. Now, as a person who respected Magna Carta, who respected the United States Constitution, um, the Bill of Rights, the rule of law, the American justice system, per person who respect all of that, right? And somebody who at one point had worked in the criminal justice system. Um, I would have to say is that you know that Diddy is innocent until proven guilty, right? But at the same time, though, we cannot sit there and ignore the uh, the baby oil, the slight remarks by Justin Bieber or those. We can't ignore, the issues surrounding Diddy, the death of Kim Porter, the Biggie, Tupac, um, those those wild parties, Maze's car being set on fire, Black Rob dying penniless and broke after he made that number one hit. You know, not getting royalties off that number one hit he made back in the late '90s and early 2000s. Um, and all the other, we'll have the Cassie Ventura, all these issues. You can't sit there even the Cassie thing was caught on videotape. The violent nature of that. You can't sit there and keep on defending said individual. And this is when being pro black supersedes common sense and common decency. So I don't know why the number 14, and that's why I turned down my mic because he thought I was going to yell. So I turned down my mic, and you know, I just like, yeah, anybody can see it. Anybody, well, Justin Bieber ain't saying anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Justin Bieber's talking, but he's not saying any names. You know, he's talking, but he ain't saying a name. He's talking about his problems. He's talking about those parties. He's talking about being um I'm gonna try to say it, being in quotation terms turned out, you know. So with all this is going on, right? You cannot sit there and deny and try to say, well, white people are not they're not talking about Harvey Weinstein. They're not talking about uh and so I asked the number 14, or I'm sure not the number four, the letter, the 14th letter, I'm sorry. The 14th letter, I told him, I asked this question, well, do you go to white spaces? Because to sit there and try to say, well, white people ain't talking about Epstein, and white people ain't talking about this, they ain't talking about that, they talking about what's his name, the owners of Miramax. I forgot the producer's name. The Weinstein brothers. You know, Harvey Weinstein. You know, so if y'all not, do y'all go to white channels and listen to what they're, Epstein's name, that Maxwell woman who's Epstein's girlfriend, Donald Trump's name, and when I brought up Donald Trump's name, right, he said, "Well, they're liberals." I'm sitting there like, bro, do you know that there are conservatives that hate Donald Trump and don't want Donald Trump elected? I mean, like Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, you got all these conservatives now saying that Donald Trump is a bad person. I could have told, and for these, cause there are a lot of people who have warned that Donald Trump is no conservative. And when I say conservative in the way of the when it goes to normal conservative um thinking. This is more about being anti um well, anti-abortion, anti-women's rights, anti uh minority at this point. It's not nothing to do with conservatism. Yes, even though rolling back these policies will bring back conservative policies, a conservative worldview, but the method is not about reducing taxes or government control. It's more about uh, fighting or rolling back against certain demographics. You know, but yeah. So um, that's what I see. So I don't know why though the letter 14 tried to make it about politics when he just said white people don't do X, Y, and Z. When I put out the facts, okay, then what about this? What about that? And I wish pro blacks would stop doing that. I wish y'all stop doing that. Y'all y'all sound silly. You know, I mean, y'all sound silly then, and y'all sound silly when y'all first got up to YouTube, and now y'all sound silly now with it. Just stop. You know, And just because um Beaver ain't saying anything, ain't saying no names, does that mean though? Because he can't really say what he really want to say because it's called legal. Okay, it's called legal. Because at some point, I bet you, he got his lawyers lined up, and his lawyers going to say, hey, the best case to do is don't say his name, don't say the people names at that party. I mean, those who actually are part of the, those who are not the victims. Don't say their names, and I guarantee though his lawyers in America, his lawyers in Canada is telling him do not say names. And I wish a lot of y'all would think for a minute. But y'all ain't no thing. Y'all are not no thinking people. And I noticed that y'all not no thinking people. So y'all here trying to defend P Diddy now. It's really if you asked me this a year ago or 2 months ago, I probably would be pissed off. I would have probably would have cussed your asses out. Um, I probably would have, go all in, roast, cook y'all straight to hell. I don't see the point. Um, it doesn't matter anymore because uh, I'm trying to remove myself from Black YouTube, and yeah, I'm trying to create another channel. Um, focus on things I am on and not on y'all. So I really don't see the point of beef and when you dumbass Negroes. I don't got time for that. But I'll call out for what it is, though. I mean, that doesn't mean I ain't gonna call it out. You know, but I got time talking to y'all. You know, because I see y'all as soulless. And don't think I'm just talking about the men. I'm talking about, especially talking about you women over here too. You know, so um, I'm tired now, so sleepy as hell. Um, and I lost some weight too, though. By the way, yeah, I lost some weight. Um, yeah, I've been exercising again because I really need to. Well, I ain't gonna tell you why I'm exercising, but I'm exercising for a reason. You know, it's to And no, I ain't talking about clapping no damn cheeks either. Um, yeah. Um, there's a problem that needs to be solved. But but back to the point. I'm gonna get off of here. Um, y'all be easy. Oh, hold on. Let me see what's in my chat room. What's going on, Bronzebird? Yeah. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all will be easy, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.